Hello there, it's Rose from the Painted Toad, and I am going to be teaching you a fun project today, something that you can get from your local Target. So if you're joining me, jump on, say hi, let me know you're here. I'm so excited for this. Like, I've been planning this project forever, so I'm so excited to share it with you. Um, so let's see here. I am going to switch my camera down so you can see what I'm working on. And you have here my messy palette. So I found these pieces at my local Target, and there's some big pieces and some little ones. Today I'm just going to do the little ones, but I will be adding the big ones to my little village. So we're going to do a little Halloween village. And I think that you can actually go to your Target, and they actually have some blank wood pieces. These were the ones I found that were already painted, but honestly, it's going to kind of help me out, because it's already got the little windows and doors, so that's going to help me. But if you're jumping on, say hi, let me know you're here, let me know where you're coming from, where you're watching from. And let's get started. So I've got some fun colors, some of my favorite colors for Halloween, which is really bright purple. So we have Purple Pizzazz. This is Deco Art, Purple Pizzazz. And let me zoom this down a little bit so you can see my little village pieces. Um, so we're going to start with that. And I'm just going to be using a flat brush today. Oh, hi. Welcome, welcome from My Sweet Home Living. Thanks for jumping on. Good to see you. Um, and so these, like I said, you can get these little pieces. They were in the dollar section at Target, so they weren't $1, but I think they were $5. And these bigger pieces here were $3. I should check on that, but they were either $5 or $3. The 3 sets. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to paint each of these with some fun colors, and then we also have some other fun things to add to this. This is a light olive green. It's the Master's Touch. So this is artist acrylic. I think Master's Touch. You can, hey Lisa, Master's Touch you can get, I think that one's a Hobby Lobby brand, but you can get any of those colors. I do like to use, I do use a lot of the artist acrylic because I do acrylic painting and things like that. Um, and I'm getting into the craft paints, but for me, I like thick paint, and I tend to add a lot of texture and things to my pieces, so I like my paint to stand up. What about everybody else? Do you have a favorite craft paint brand, or do you use the artist acrylics when you're painting? Like, what's your favorite brand? What are your recommendations? All right, so there's my green piece, and then the other one I was gonna do, um, I think I'm gonna do a fun orange on this one. So I could do this yellow deep, which is kind of a yellow orange. This is another Master's Touch acrylic, or here's another one I get, the Royal Langnickel. I don't know if you ever use those. You can find them at Michael's, and we have them at our local Meijer. I don't know if Hobby Lobby carries Royal Langnickel or not. I'm going to do a combination of both. So we'll see how that turns out. Because I feel like the orange is too orange, but the yellow deep is too yellow. And so what I usually do with these is I will put both on my flat brush, and I just kind of let it mix. Sometimes I'll mix my paints, but a lot of times I just put them both on there and let them mix on whatever it is I'm painting, whether it be a palette or a canvas, or in this case, our little wood house. And this is going to be so fun. Look at these fun colors. So this is going to be super cute. Look at how cute that turned out. Now that turned out kind of cute. Did you see how I did the mixed colors on there? And I'm almost tempted to do a little bit of color mixing on my other ones, just because I love that effect. What do you think? Do you like that orange and yellow? All right, I'm coming back to my green one, and for this one, I'm going to do a little color combination here like I did on the other one, because I really love how that turned out. So I'm going to take, I've got, this is cadmium green, and then I'm using the light olive green again. But let me tell you something about colors. If you're doing this project, you don't have to get the exact same colors that I'm using. Anytime with colors, just pick the colors you like. So if you're in the craft paint section and you see a green, like two greens that you really love, get those greens and paint it whatever you want. You don't have to get the exact. It's all about, you know, creating and making things the way you want to create it. All right, I'm rinsing my brush. I'm going to come back to the purple because it's super thin. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do double coat here. So I'm going to go back and use my purple pizzazz. And then I'm going to add in another color here that's going to mix well. And I am thinking, let me look here. I could do a deep purple, but you know what would probably look really good is a blue. So I love purple and blue. Ooh, this would be really pretty. This is a cobalt blue. I think that would mix really pretty with our purple. So let's see how that works. This is just fun doing all these fun colors. All right. If you're joining me, make sure you say hi so I know you're here. Tell us where you're from. I'm Rose from Michigan. I run the Painted Toad online art studio. I'm 100% online. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm adding some Spanish moss. Let me grab my scissors here. And this tends to get a little bit crazy messy here, but you can get this at any craft store or they have them at the dollar store. So I just thought it would look kind of fun on my little spooky village pieces, like they're, you know, overgrown and things like that. All right, so I'm just adding some of this Spanish moss on here. I just used tacky glue. It's a little crazy here, but I like the craziness. I want these to look spooky and overgrown. We're going to do something fun too with the little doors and windows to give them a look. So I was thinking it'd be cool to do glow in the dark paint on the doors and the windows, and I might do that later. I don't have any. I need to go to the craft store and get some. But that would be fun, you know, to have a little bit of, ooh, gotta open the bottle here. A little bit of glow in the dark so that when it's dark, well, that makes kind of a cool pattern. Look at that. Having fun with the glue. So we'll see if this works here. And hopefully, there, you can kind of see them. Isn't that cute? Let me get some white paint here. And we're going to have some fun with the doors. I'm going to start with white. But I'm thinking of doing some fun black and white patterns on our doors. So I'm just using a small flat brush here. Once again, use the edge of the flat brush to your advantage. It makes nice straight lines. So that's why I love my flat brush so much, because we can get nice straight lines. So I think these are pretty good. I'm going to do a quick blow dry so we can start having some fun with the doors and windows. All right, so I'm going to use my liner brush here, and let's just kind of do some fun things with the door. So I'm going to go around the edge here and get the door. And here's a trick, for getting nice straight lines and things. Number one, make sure you have enough paint on your brush. A lot of times people don't get enough paint on the brush, and then it doesn't want to follow through because it runs out of paint. So it doesn't flow nicely. Number two, when you're making lines, it's really important to move your whole arm down. Makes a huge difference, especially if you're trying to do long lines and things like that. So I'm just going to have some fun here and add some cute little patterns to my little spooky village doors. Here, I have an idea. You know what? Let's do that. I'm gonna do Mary Lou's idea here. You ready? So let's just take this window right here, and then I'm just gonna fill it in with black right there. And then you know what? Okay, here's another little tip for you. So I want to get, this is really small. So I have a wood skewer. You could do this with a toothpick. Let me see can you guys see that? It doesn't want to focus. Come on, camera. Anyways, wood skewer. I dip the end of it. This can also be done with a pencil. You dip it in the paint and then dot, dot, dot. And there's my little ghost face. I'll hold them up so you can see them. Oh, thank you, Vicki. Welcome and thank you. Yes, these are turning out super cute. I'm excited. I'm going to show you my little ghost here. Thanks for the idea, Mary Lou. See? Isn't he cute? So I'll have to add some more fun things. That's so cute. We're talking about miniatures, fun with miniatures and doing fairy gardens and all that kind of stuff, little terrariums. What other ideas do you have for my windows? We are going to put a black cat in one of these windows. I was thinking of putting it in this big window here. And I haven't decided yet how I want to paint those. I'm going to do white or maybe a different color behind it. And I'm just balancing my pinky again. Helps me get these. And if you notice, I don't know if you're noticing, my lines aren't perfect. Don't go for perfect lines. It'll drive you batty. Oh, welcome, Mary Lou from New York, from upstate New York. Bats flying. RJ says bats flying up in front of the top of the houses. Oh, that's a great idea too. Yeah, little bats we could add. Bats, cats. I feel like I'm going to go and get some miniature things too that I could maybe glue to the rooftop or glue to the front of these. Anybody have any ideas for this door? I did zigzags this way, I did stripes this way. Maybe I should do vertical stripes. A bat in either window or above the house on a wire. Yes, that's kind of what I was thinking when RJ said bats. I thought that would be cute to have little bats flying. That would be so totally cute. Oh, guys, you know what? I think we are out of time here. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going. So let's outline here my little window sills. That looks pretty good. And then let's add a little kitty cat in the window. So we'll do a little kitty. There's a little cat. Can you see him in there? He's very little kitty cat. Okay, let's do some more spooky things. So this one has a little ghost in the window, and I'm wondering maybe some of these, I'm going to do this one maybe darker. So maybe the lights are off in this house. And I think that'll look cute to have a couple lights off in some of the houses. There we go. So that one, the light is off. And then let's do something cute over here. We're gonna have something in the window. I think I'll do a little pumpkin over here. So I'm just gonna paint this part black. And this is the fun part, like just coming up with little ideas, what you want to put in these, in your houses. So I'll make that a little pumpkin in a minute. So I'm gonna add a couple little bats up here. Maybe just kind of flying. Then I'm going to use some of the orange and yellow, so this yellow deep, and I'm going to add some of that color to these windows. So we're going to have more fun colors in our windows. Come in now with my little round brush over here, and carefully, this is going to be my little pumpkin up here. Get a little orange pumpkin in the window. I'll make that a little bit darker orange. It's like teeny tiny details today. What I was saying earlier, I love doing miniatures and teeny tiny details. I think it makes it fun. And let's get some purple on here. And I'm going to do some purple shutters on this house. And I'm just using a real thin flat brush here. I'm going to pull this down. Get plenty of paint on there and it'll flow super nice. So we'll do some pumpkins on this house. I wonder if this counts for my Pumpkin Palooza. I'm so behind on Pumpkin Palooza. I've just been so busy. I haven't had time to paint my pumpkins. I can't even remember what today's challenge is. Do you know what today's challenge is? There's a couple I missed that I definitely want to do. Let's do my little jack-o'-lantern up here. I'm going to do black just because if I try to do yellow like it's a lit jack-o'-lantern, it's just not going to show up very good. I'll scooch it down there so you can see my little kitty. See the little jack-o'-lantern right there? I'll just give him a little doot doot doot. I'm not even really painting, I'm just blobbing the paint on there where it'll fit. Tiny details. And then let's move it down. Here we go. We'll do some on here too. So we'll have couple little jack-o'-lanterns here stacked on top of each other. Maybe a big fat one. This big fat pumpkin. Maybe this one looks kind of crabby. He's crabby because there's another pumpkin on his head. One more little coat here on my purple shutters. Let's see if I can get it to cooperate for me. So one little trick, sometimes if it's, like the orange is showing through, is to paint it white first, which I didn't do. We call it masking, but you can paint it white first, and that way that underlayer doesn't show through as much. It keeps the coat underneath when the paint is thin. If the paint's not thin, it's not usually a problem, but sometimes if your paint is thin, it can be annoying. There we are. And then just a little bit of detail on this. Let's go around the edge. I've got some glitter glue, and I'm going to take a little bit of this and add some sparkle, because you gotta love sparkle. And this is just the Creatology from Michael's Craft Store. So I'm just going to come in here and just squirt a little bit on here. I just squirt it right on there, and then I spread it around with a brush. Soft, then it doesn't push the paint or the glue around where you want it. But I think this is going to be super cute with the glitter glue. Gotta add glitter. And then fill this in. Look at, can you see the glitter? Let me see if I tip it a little bit so you can see the sparkle. The camera doesn't do it justice, but it does look really cute with the glitter on there. It just gives it a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of shine. I'm gonna do the greenhouse because this one, this is still drying. My shutters are still drying. I don't want to run into my shutters here. So I've got some green glitter glue for that. They're my little spooky houses. All right, there's the green. You can kind of see the green better. The purple wasn't, like the purple doesn't, I don't know, it's not catching the light, but it looks really good. The camera's not doing it justice, but it does look really cute. And then I think I'm going to use yellow on this one. Orange glitter glue would look cute, or if you don't have that, you can always use the clear. I use the clear iridescent on tons of things, and it gives it that little bit of sparkle, but it doesn't like take over the color of whatever it is you're painting. Ta-da! I think they're done. I think they look pretty good. I'm so happy with how they turned out. I hope y'all have a great day, and remember, be creative, be artistic, get connected at the Painted Toad. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.